Hey guys, it's Tim, the economic forecaster, and today is August 5th of 2009. Well, as you can see, I'm alive and well. I've been preoccupied taking care of business, what little business that there has been. I had my slowest July in the past 15 years of being in the construction business. My wife has had to take a 10% cut in pay, so things here in California are getting pretty interesting. We're going to be okay. We're going to survive because, I've seen this coming for a while. But I did want to address some points I kind of touched on a video that I made yesterday. Basically, that is the real economy is growing sicker by the day. And the mainstream media has been telling us that the recession is over. Nothing could be further from the truth. The Federal Reserve is in the process of trying to blow another equity bubble. The Dow has rallied some 40% off the lows since March of this year, and the S&P 500 is up nearly 50%. What has changed fundamentally about the economy since March? The government has done nothing more than transfer the debt from private industry to the balance sheet of the federal government. Corporations are privatizing profits and socializing losses. The debt has not gone away. There are only two ways to manage debt. You pay it down or you default on it. In order to pay it down, you have to have the productive capacity. Our government can't run trade and budget deficits and pay down debt. When you default on debt, the loss is taken by the creditor. Unfortunately, our government has made a lot of promises to backstop debt that they cannot cover. In fact, to prevent a full-on collapse of our financial and economic system, the government has had to borrow tens of billions of dollars from creditor nations such as China and Japan. The too big to fail policy has strapped the American taxpayers with a mountain of debt that will make it impossible for us to pay the interest, let alone any principal. The economy will continue to contract to a point of equilibrium. Unemployment will contract until it reaches a point that is equal to the production capacity of our economy. The excesses will be flushed from the system whether we like it or not. You have to realize that all the jobs that were created over the past 25 years that do not support the production part of the economy will never come back. Anything the government does to try and create jobs that does not increase the production capacity of the economy will only increase the pain and suffering for us all down the road. Right now, our deficit exceeds 50% of our budget. To put this in perspective, imagine if you had to borrow half of the money that it costs you to pay your bills every month. What would happen if all of a sudden no one was willing to loan you the money anymore? That is exactly the game the government is playing with the bond market. There will come a point in time when the creditor nations that gave up their consumption in order to finance ours will realize that we will never be able to pay them back. That is when things will get ugly and fast. Don't let your guard down and don't be lulled into thinking that this mess is over. Not by a long shot. I believe that there is far more going on behind the scenes, especially in the bond market. I bet the government is monetizing more debt and sweeping it under the carpet. Interest rates on treasuries should be well above 4% now on the 10-year. Between new debt and debt that is rolling over, we have been auctioning off more than $100 billion a week on average for some time now. Tax revenues have fallen off a cliff, and I don't expect them to return anytime soon. The dollar's been on the decline, and oil has doubled over the past 6 months. Gold has been holding steady in the mid-900s. It has really been hard for me, or anyone else for that matter, to get a clear picture on how the markets are trading. I have to put my faith in the facts, and I believe it will pay off in the end. I continue to take advantage of every day and prepare the best I can for myself and my family. California is still in deep trouble. The budget cuts are another sign that we will be forced to live within our means. It's only a matter of time before the rest of the country will face the same situation. Gerald Celente's predictions are probably the most accurate as far as what this country will face in the near future. The government is running out of options. The idea of keeping the markets propped up will work until it doesn't. When it collapses the next time, it will be catastrophic and will come without much warning. Again, thank you for watching, and I look forward to your comments.